Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and their soulmate connection. Water signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. I thank you so much in advance. So I was asking a friend for some feedback for my YouTube page, a fellow water sign I might add, and she said, you know, I see you do twin flame readings. What about doing a soulmate reading, which is how we find ourselves here today. So soulmates you can have many soulmates in your lifetime. They're the people that you meet or you come across in your life that they're easy on the heart space, that you don't have to think too hard, you don't have to work too hard, you don't have to try and impress them. They understand you at a soul level. So if you've ever met a stranger or coworker or somebody that you just absolutely hit it off with, and that you may even feel that you've had past lifetimes together because you seem to finish each other's thoughts. Why was that so difficult to say? You finish each other's thoughts, or you seem to anticipate need, seem to call each other when you're feeling down. That person pops in your head. Those people are soulmates. You've traveled lifetimes together, and you're in this life to support one another. This differs from a twin flame connection, where for a twin flame, you can only have one divine counterpart in terms of a twin flame. But with soulmates, if we're talking about a soul tribe member, a family member, or a romantic interest, please take it as it resonates. I'm reading for a lot of people, so when I start to do the reading and you have a certain loved one or person in your mind, that's the person I'm talking about, okay? So I'm going to do today's reading with 3 decks. Tarot reading will be done with the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. And we're going to get some energy from the Star Seed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Star Seed, if you're not familiar with that term, is the belief that many of our souls came from the stars, came from distant galaxies as energy, and were reincarnated on this planet. Rebecca Campbell is a light worker, and she has written a few books. And if you subscribe to the Lightworker Journey, the Empath Journey, the Starseed Journey, I really highly recommend them because, you know, I was so new a few years ago to my spiritual journey, and reading her book really helped me. You know, I used to work in a bookstore, and I would see that book all the time, and I just thought, oh, how weird, what is this? It seems too new agey and weird. And then lo and behold, you know, I have a spiritual awakening and have an Akashic Records reading, and I'm told that I come from the Pleiades. So that I used to teach intergalactic symposiums and the like. So who knows, but I believe in it now. And the third energy is going to come from, I believe this is called the Chakra Healing Deck. I don't have the box anymore, but I think that's what it's called. So all the cards have been pre-shuffled. I'm going to get an overall energy from the Starseed. I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Chakra deck, one for you, one for your soulmate, and then the rest from the tarot reading. So I hope that you enjoy this. Just bear with me. I've never done a reading quite like this one before. 2 cards actually flipped out for you, so I'm going to take it. One says, I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. Wow, I mean, if anything felt like a twin flame, that would be it, but this is a soulmate reading. Uprooting. I almost want to say, Did a very close soulmate of yours move away? Did they move away and leave a gaping wound, is what I just heard, in your life? I don't know. Take it as it resonates. It's so funny. Nothing is coincidence, because I know you can see some plants behind me, but to my right and in front of me, my room is filled with plants. And today, a couple of them needed some tender, loving care. They had just been, some plants I just put in water, I don't put in soil. And some of them had just been sitting in some stale water for way too long. Way, way too long. And I decided, okay, today I'm going to clean out those containers and give them fresh water and clean the roots a little bit. And when I cleaned one of them, half of the roots had decayed and fell away. And it's fine, because they were supposed to, right? That I had neglected them. You can see faces. Can you see faces here? But it was like this, right? It's so strange that I saw, I'm a water sign, I'm a Cancer, so, maybe there's a message here for me too. That there was too many things that were tangled, decayed, unnecessary. And it was time to refresh and revitalize a habitat. So there could be something with this energy. And the second one also represents two figures here. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction. Let God in, or let spirit in, or let the universe in, however you identify with the omniscient force. So, loosen your grip, and I'm sorry. Maybe there was, this really feels like, honestly, it feels like best friend energy. Best friend moving away, best friend just having to make a hard decision without you. Maybe you're the one making the hard decision. Maybe you're the one moving away. So I'm going to get one card for you, one card for your soulmate. This is you. This is your soulmate. You is acceptance. Your soulmate is grief. Wow. Oh man, I almost want to say, so the word here is cherry. Well, now that song, She's My Cherry Pie. That, who sang that song, Cherry Pie? Warrant? Def Leppard? No. Oh my God, if anybody's like a metalhead out there, they're probably killing me right now with that. I don't remember. There's a very risque song called, I don't know if it's called She's My Cherry Pie. It's kind of naughty. But anyway, that may resonate for somebody out there. There's a lot of screaming outside. Not sure why. I think it's just a bunch of kids. Nothing is a accident when I read tarot. So it looks like fighting, but I think they were yelling at something on a phone, like a video. So maybe they're jumping up and down in celebration. I don't know if you can hear that. They're screaming with happiness. I mean, maybe somebody won a bet. Maybe somebody got good news. Maybe this was what happened for you. Sorry, I apologize for the noise, but there's no coincidences, right? That maybe you got good news and it required you kind of taking on a new job, or taking your piece of the pie. Maybe there's an up-leveling in your life right now. And your friend is, your soulmate is mourning the loss. Unfortunately, in this image, it's very sad, and we see a puppy. So if you've lost a pet, I'm extremely sorry. Take that as it resonates. And it's not a prediction. It's only if you came to this reading. But the word is grief. Green is heart chakra. Red is root chakra. So I did call this out as your energy. But again, flip the energies if you need to. But I did call the acceptance out as yours. So there is something here where I feel like somebody, a best friend, you're having to say goodbye, but it's not, I don't feel like it's forever. I don't feel like it's forever. So when you get 4 cards, you, your person, the connection, and advice from spirit. 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier. And with the Good Tarot, this deck, I'm only reading the uprights. I'm only reading card in the uprights. I do believe it is a request of the creator, Colette Baron Reed. I'm stuttering a lot in this reading, water signs, and I don't usually do that, so I don't know if, is there some difficulty that you're having in expressing yourself and getting the words out. Okay, so 4 cards are down. 4 more. One more. Okay, 8 cards down. So your energy, you got double 7, 7, 7. That's a very good number. You got the 7 of air, clarified by the 7 of earth. So let's look at these cards a little closer. See this kind of winged entity, could be an angel. And I see it as you, representing you though, surrounded by this energy. So typically when we look at air cards in tarot decks, they're represented by flying creatures, swords of course, but also flying creatures. So we see some geese, some ducks, some doves, and the 7 of air. 7 of swords can talk about kind of gathering up resources. Sometimes it can be seen as a trickster energy, but this is more you gathering up resources to be used at a later time. So it's almost like putting your ducks in a row, right? I don't know if that was on purpose, but putting your ducks in a row, gathering your resources. I almost see somebody, I'm going to get my apartment, and then I'm going to hire the movers, and then I'm going to open up my checking account, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. So planning. And with the 7 of earth, the 7 of pentacles, there has been some kind of investment. And I feel as though that investment is paying off. You can see here, it's a little fae energy, a little bit of fairy dust being sprinkled on to this situation. So divinely guided, divinely blessed. It was in your destiny. You put the work in. Very important to say. You put the work in. But now you're moving on to something that is something that you once thought was a pipe dream. Something that you once thought was just a little wish. But now this wish is being granted, right? Let me get a clarifier for that. You got the sun. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful energy. You know, I look at this acceptance card, and it's almost this idea that you are coming into a place where you accept your abundance. The sun is the most, you know, if we don't want to look at tarot and think, well, there's negative cards and there's positive cards, because they're all cards of opportunity and possibility. But the sun's pretty legit. The sun is pretty beautiful. It's a life-giving energy. It's a golden energy. It's warmth. It's sustenance. It's illumination. And as far as you're concerned, great opportunities await you, and you are taking advantage of that fully. Now, your soulmate energy, to both water signs. Page of Water, King of Water, both court cards, very powerful. Page of Water, I believe, is Cancer energy. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's Cancer energy. King of Water is Scorpio. Well, maybe you're maybe your soulmate that you're thinking of is another water sign like you. Welcome to any cross watchers, though. Page of Water is a small step forward. It's a childlike step, right? Maybe you've been friends with this person since childhood. There's a reason why I keep stuttering and tripping over my words. I just did a reading just before this. I had no issue. Maybe does your person have a speech impediment? Do you have a speech impediment? Do you get nervous when you speak? Are you nervous to talk to this person again, or vice versa? Now I hear fire truck. Is everything really heightened in this connection right now? Do you feel like you can't say something without triggering this person? Remember, this is not a karmic relationship, because that's a different kind of reading. This is a soulmate. This is someone that truly loves you and wants the best for you, but you're just going through a lot of emotions right now. And you could also be saying, I'm going through a lot of emotions right now. It doesn't make me happy either to have to maybe potentially leave somebody behind or move on from something. But there's a lot of love shared. I feel these are authentic energies. There's so much compassion, right? There's childlike innocence and wonder clarified by a great wisdom. The king of, see how he has his hand extended to that little fish there? It's reminding me of this energy, right? This gaze upon the fairy energy. So there could be some symbols. There's animal symbols, right? This kind of represents Neptune with his like scepter. But there could be some animal symbols that are playing in your life right now. So Spirit is saying be on the lookout for that. It's so funny, in an earlier reading that I did, I was drawn to a string of pearls, and I see pearls here, here, and here. At first I thought they were water bubbles, but they're pearls. Pearls of wisdom. Pearls of wisdom, perhaps. Right, so it's almost like in this lifetime you're both school kids, but in the span of lifetimes Your wise sages. But this person right now is, it's like they know this is what's best for you, but they may be feeling slightly immature. Truly, this is Three of Air. This is the Three of Swords. This is the Heartbreak card. Man, it's strong. This, I'm glad I'm doing this reading. This is really strong. Heartbreak, I'm sorry, loosen your grip. You know, if you love someone, let them go. If they come back, then they were meant for you, whatever that expression is. See here in the Three of Air, there are two birds here. The birds, I don't know if you can tell, they have crowns hovering above their heads, right? The crown chakra, perhaps. There's a third bird here, actually. I did not notice that third bird. Could one of you be getting married? Is there a divine partner in the mix? Or was there always a divine partner in the mix, but that partner, maybe that partner is moving for work and your friend has to, or you have to go with your partner, right? I don't feel animosity. I just feel sadness. It's like if you're the person that's doing the moving and having the glow up and all that stuff, I just feel sorry for your friend. I feel sorry for your soulmate, right? They're happy for you. They feel so much love for you. It just sucks for them, you know? It sucks for them. Look at this. Grief. Look at this. Take this as a synchronicity, 100%. 100%. Okay. The connection, the union, the divine union between the two of you. You got the Emperor, number 4, Aries energy. You may be dealing with an Aries. And again, another court card, Messenger of Water. Water signs, you showed up a lot in your reading today. Messenger of Water, Knight of Cups, Knight of Water. I don't know what energy that is. Pisces? No idea. So the Emperor, power of all 4 kings in the major arcana. Okay, now what they're saying is, because I am reading for the person that's watching this, right? With this up-leveling, whoever is up-leveling right now, if it's you or your soulmate, it's almost like saying that it's going to benefit the partnership or the union between you two. Because look, once again, we have looking at the fairy, looking at the fish, looking at the seahorse. It's almost like we can no longer ignore the opportunities that are being presented. And it's almost as if once you inhabit an Emperor energy, it's almost like you're going to take your friend with you. Like you're going to, right? Because that's what soulmates do. They up-level each other. They promote each other. They support and love one another. So maybe in your endeavors, when you are riding high, you know, you're going to call your bestie and be like, guess what? There's a job opening. There's a position. There's a guy or gal that I want to introduce you to because I met them. There's a X, Y, and Z. Let's go. Let's do it. So I see this here, this Knight of Cups, as bringing in this beautiful message of love and compassion and empathy and understanding and friendship and acceptance. So you don't have to worry about this soulmate connection. It's just that there's so much lament in this moment because whenever we up level, our friends and our soulmates around us, they have to make the tough decision if they're going to come with us or they're going to stay behind, right? I don't know why I'm seeing the quote from Tupac Shakur, which I don't even know if what the actual quote is. I'm sure it's been paraphrased. And it's not having to do with a soulmate. It's actually having to do with an enemy or somebody that's perceived as an enemy. And he said something like, you know, I don't want to see you go hungry, but that doesn't mean you have to sit at my table. Or something like that, right? Like, even at my worst enemy, I would never wish ill upon you, but that doesn't mean you're going to sit with me. You're going to be in my orbit. Maybe you are a fan of Tupac Shakur. Like, I have no idea why that doesn't really fit into the message that I'm giving right now, but I'm just channeling that. You know, because I think it was more like this person will always sit at your table. So even if you move that table, this person will always have a seat at your table. You see? Damn. You got the love card. This is the Lover's card, number 6. The major arcana, the Gemini energy. But it is clarified by the 5 of Wands, 5 of Fire. There's a little bit of conflict, but it is illuminated now. We know where the conflict within lies. We can see it. But all the while, even with this conflict, massive, massive amounts of beautiful love here. Taking comfort, you know, in a time of grief. Absolutely. Knowing that you can rest your head upon each other's shoulders and that you're always going to be there, right? But it's tough right now. There's so much conflict in the heart space, in the gut, I wanted to say. It hits you in the gut like a punch to the gut. Finding out that somebody's leaving something behind. Water signs, I apologize for that interruption, but I also take it as a sign from Spirit. Punch to the gut. It's just an upheaval, but everything is temporary, and this is what you can tell your soulmate. It's just temporary. Everything in life is temporary, right? But our friendship remains steadfast and true blue. What is advice from Spirit? 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Fire, 3 of Wands. Look, it's the same as this to me, right? When you up level, right? 10 of Pentacles is like wealth, abundance, opportunity, the whole shebang. It's like the kit and caboodle, the whole thing, right? Spirit is saying very clearly, your up leveling is something that you've both been waiting for. 3 of Fire. Now Spirit did that tunneling thing with my ear, like it just got really muted. So I believe that some of your spirit guides are with me. You've both been waiting. You see this? Like there's like a compass or some kind of mechanism of directionality here. Like you've been working your way up to this level of abundance. You can't let go of it. I hope you know that. Like, I hope you really understand that no matter what soulmates are in our lives, that if they come with you, if they stay behind, whatever the case may be, like you have a destiny to fulfill. You have a higher calling, and you are You are being asked to go both feet in, just jump, both feet in. Right? There's this energy came out for you. It's like this is the thing. It's like if you've been manifesting something, if you've both been manifesting something, Spirit is finally bringing it in. And maybe they're just bringing it into you first. And your soulmate is going to get their manifestation soon. But there has to be the belief that it's coming, right? That we can be temporarily in this energy of grief and sadness and uprooting, but you don't want to like stay stuck in that sadness, right? Loosen your grip to that sadness, that codependency, coping mechanisms. It says density, addiction, right? Let me get the final card for advice from Spirit to clarify. Okay, 2 cards came out. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Earth, 2 of Pentacles. You can see her pentacles here. And the 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands can be a card of defensiveness, just as this is defense. What does it say? Defenselessness. And I said defensiveness. Right? It's kind of like this horse trying to gain ground, almost so much so that it's going to look like a leap of faith. It's going to look like the Fool energy in the Major Arcana with this particular depiction. 7 of Fire can talk about blocking, right? 2 of Pentacles can talk about multitasking, spinning a lot of plates. So Spirit here, I think, is cautioning you. Because I said blocking, they're cautioning you to be patient with your soulmate. They're going through grief right now, and there may be the tendency to push them away. Don't do that. You can take a breather. Don't push them away, though. But be real. You got to be real with people. But like I said, I don't feel anything nefarious. I don't feel that they're not happy for you. They are happy for you. It's just difficult. I mean, I don't know if you've been in this position before, but I certainly have. Sad to say goodbye to a friend. I'm thinking of one particular friend, and I don't know if she's watching. She's a Scorpio. She moved halfway around the world, and didn't really get to say goodbye in the way that I hoped, but I will see her again. I know it. I know it. So this reading may be dedicated to her on a personal level. But water signs, I hope that resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, water signs.